This task is a crash course in instrumentation. Instrumentation is about picking the right instruments for your composition and using them in the best way. As you can see, I'm in front of my computer, and for this task you will be asked to use an existing arrangement and use a music software like Sibelius. So open the attached file, which should come up like this. It's a mid-section of Coldplay's Viva la Vida. At the moment it sounds like this. So your job is to arrange this and orchestrate it, which means that it's your job to put the right instruments in. To do that, I would like you to play around. If you're not familiar with Sibelius, you go to add and remove, and then add an instrument or instruments that you like. I would suggest that you add at least 10 instruments and make a huge, big, nice score. So I'm going to woodwinds. I am picking a flute and adding 2 flutes, pressing OK. Then what you do is you take one of these parts, and this is the melody part, and I will copy and paste them. So you copy and paste them. If you're not sure how to do that, you basically click on a bar. You then use the Shift key and then an arrow to the right to mark the bit that you like copying. You then go Control Copy, which is Control and C. Then you go to the bar where you like it and go Control V for paste. And there we are. If you click anywhere on a bar and mark it like that, you will be able to hear just that instrument playing like this. If you click on that bar again and then hold down the Control key and click in on another bar, you will be able to hear those 2 instruments only together. And this is really useful when you're doing orchestration, because you can listen and see what different instruments will sound like together. So this would sound like this. Another thing you probably have to do is change octaves, so that you change octaves to what suits the instrument best. And this octave would work well for a flute, but it would be a bit soft. And they can very well play an octave up, which together with the rest of the band would sound like this. So you play around and try different instruments and combinations of instruments and see what you can come up with by just copying and pasting. At the moment I'm working on a piece that looks like this. Can you see it's a huge score with lots and lots of instruments. What is worth having a look at is how I use the different instruments. I very rarely allow them to play together, all of them. I do hear for a bit, this is almost all the instruments playing together. The reason why is it gets a little bit heavy. So I'm, for example, here in the beginning, I got a few lower strings and a few lower woodwinds playing. And then here I got a few trumpets and some percussion. So creating a bit of a variety is really useful when you do orchestration. I have a longer video which I would recommend that you watch, where I go through all the major orchestral instruments and talk about how they sound and what you need to think about when we compose for these instruments. To know everything about all instruments take forever, but you need to know as much as possible about the instruments that you write for. So listen to music featuring these instruments, watch a YouTube video, or ask someone who actually plays the instrument to give you a demonstration. So I'll go back to Coldplay. I would like you to listen to it to the end, and then I wish you good luck. you.